everybody, today we're going to be doing a quick Pilates flow focused on the lower back flexion. So flexion is when we round in and the back line gets longer and the front line gets shorter. So we're going to focus on a lot of rounding actions, a lot of midsection and core area. Let's get started in all fours. Tabletop position. Allow the palms to push into the mat, knees hip-width apart. You can untuck your toes or tuck your toes. Few rounds of cat-cow. Inhale to arch the spine. So in Pilates, we want to do articulation, which means you move each segment of the spine on its own. Chest comes forward, chin comes up. Exhale, round. Tailbone tucks. Lower back rounds, mid back rounds, upper back rounds. Inhale to arch. So going slow is not a bad thing. Chest comes forward, chin comes up. Really tries to squeeze the upper back a little bit more. Exhale to round. And one more time, inhale. Making sure you pay more attention to the upper back, the shoulder blades. Usually it's a bit tighter for many of us. And exhale, round. Walk the hands one step forward. Tuck your toes, pushing back, downward dog. Full stretch. Slightly bend your knees just a little bit. And then push the hips up towards the ceiling. Arms stay long, spine stays long. Lower your knees to the floor and then have a seat on your mat, legs straight. Okay, sitting up tall, take the hands to your shoulders and then lift the elbows up towards the ceiling. So opposite hand, opposite shoulder. Elbows lift up towards the ceiling, inhale tall, exhale chin to chest. Round the back and think of stretching the elbows forward towards your toes. So your head doesn't want to go below your arms. Really stretch the elbows forward, rounding the spine, rounding the back. When you can't go anymore, slowly stack the spine up from the lower back, mid back, upper back, sitting up tall. 4 more like this, chin to chest. Sternum, your chest bone wants to soften, rounding the mid back, lower back. Elbow stretch forward, slowly coming back up from the bottom all the way to the top. Good, chin to chest. Again, soften the sternum. As you come forward, do a deep exhale out. Inhale to lengthen. Reaching up tall, sitting up straight. 2 more here, chin to chest, exhale, rounding forward. Inhale to come back up. 1 more time, chin to chest. Softening the upper back as you stretch forward. And slowly come back to center. Good. Take the arms out in front of you. So arms are straight. Slide forward just a little bit because we're going to go all the way back now. Okay, so here, tuck your chin into your chest. Round the back, soften the sternum bone, the chest bone, as you stretch the arms forward. So same thing as just now, except arms are straight. Careful not to let the head drop too low, or the arms come too low. So head and arms in the same line. Slowly coming back up. 1 more time like this, chin to chest. Soften the sternum, stretch forward. Really feeling the stretch in the lower back over here. Stack back up. Now we're going to do a half roll down. So pelvis wants to tuck underneath. Lean the upper body back. Head is still looking forward. Neck is neutral. Right when you come to your lower back, right when the lower back touches, come back up, sitting up tall. 2 more like this, chin to chest, soften the sternum, round forward. Arms stay straight. Slowly stacking back up. As you stack back up to 90, pelvis tucks underneath, coming for your half roll down. Lower back wants to touch first. Legs stay heavy on the floor, neck neutral. Core stays tight. Slowly coming back up. 90 degrees. Last one, chin to chest, round forward. Stretch forward, stretch long. Stacking back up. Pelvis tilts underneath as you round the back. Half roll down here. So not going all the way down. Neck neutral. And then slowly to stack back up. Good. Let's go for one more time, chin to chest. Soften the sternum. Arms reach forward, full stretch. Coming back up to stack. Half roll down, pelvis untucks. Pelvis tucks underneath. Good. This time we're going to go all the way down. So go very slow. Lower back touches first. Neck stays neutral. Then the upper back. And then the head. Relax here. Very good. Bend the knees. Place the feet on the floor. We're going to add some pelvic tilts here. So here, with the feet pressing into the mat, arms down by your side. Now, you should be in a neutral spine where it's your relaxed position. So not clenching the core, not overly tugging the tailbone up. We want a neutral spine. So wherever you're relaxed, that's your neutral spine. From here, we're going to do a pelvic tilt. So the pelvis is like a bowl. It's going to tilt underneath. When it tilts underneath, the lower back will touch the floor. When it tilts the other way, when it tilts up, the lower back will lift off. Let's try this 2 more times. Pelvis tilts underneath, so the lower back touches the floor. You feel that scooping action. As you untuck the pelvis, it comes up. Lower back, there's a gap over here. One more time. Pelvis tilts and scoops underneath. So you should feel the lower back pressing into the mat. And then as you exhale, pelvis untucks. There's a gap now. Hold here. One more time, pelvis tilts, scoop it underneath. Hold this, press the feet strongly into the mat. Now scoop the pelvis off the floor till it slightly lifts off the floor. Now there's a gap underneath the pelvis. Hold this. Very slowly release back to the mat. 1 vertebrae at a time. Good. Again, scoop the pelvis underneath like a bowl and then lift the pelvis, the sacrum off the floor. Shoulder blades stay relaxed. Pushing into your feet. Not very high lift. And then exhale, slowly pace the spine back down. Core stays tight. Lower back lands first. Then pelvis untucks. 3 more times here. Tuck the pelvis under. Scoop the pelvis up to lift. You might feel it in your glutes, in your hamstrings, in your thighs. This is all good. Exhale to release. Lower back touches first. Good. Pelvis releases. Let's go 1 more. Pelvis tucks. Scoop it to lift. As you exhale, land the lower back first. Good. So core stays really tight. And then release. Okay, hands by your side, coming into the full version. So press strongly with your feet, scoop the pelvis underneath, and then lift the pelvis off the floor. Now press strongly into your feet as the pelvis lifts higher. So you want to always keep the scooping action. The ribcage stays in. So from the top view, it should be one straight line. Push strongly into your feet. Lift the hips higher. Higher, higher, higher. Use the glutes, squeeze the glutes. 2 hip bones in one line. Hold here. Now, very slowly land the upper back first. So you want to get that scooping action. Upper back first. Mid back touches. Then the lower back touches. And then the pelvis releases. Neutral position. 2 more like this. Pelvis scoops. Pelvis lifts. As you articulate the spine in this pelvic press. Ribcage stays in, but the feet press strongly. Come to your highest, hold. And then as you release, slowly pace back down. Upper back, mid back, and lower back. One more time, tilt, scoop, and lift. So we want this bowl-like action, scooping action. Push strongly into your feet. Good. Come up to your highest. Stay here. Feeling the glutes, feeling the quads, maybe some hamstrings. All good. Stay here. Breathing deeply. Can you push up a little bit higher? Squeeze the glutes in. Legs are strong, legs are stable. Hips are in one line. Now very slowly pacing back down. Feeling the upper back touch first. So we're mobilizing the spine over here. Mid back, lower back. Very nice. Knees to chest. Hug the knees into your chest and release. Keeping your knees together, knees bent. Take the arms into a cactus shape. Shoulder blades stay heavy on the floor. Keep your knees squeezing in. Lower your knees towards the right. Try not to let the left shoulder lift. Come back to center. Knees into your chest. Lower your knees towards the left. Come back to center. Right side again. Knees over towards your right. Come back to center. Very good. Knees over towards your left. Come back to center. Okay, slowly roll up. Rolling the shoulders back. And the shoulders forward. Take the arms over your head, palms touch, full stretch. Exhale, release. 2 more like this. Inhale, arms up, palms touch. Exhale, release. 1 more, arms up. And exhale all the way out to release. That is it for today. Thank you for joining me on the mat.